Another week of talking and tuning. As you can see here, I got quite a few different pair of drumsticks here, so that's what I'm going to be talking about for a couple minutes. So I've noticed that a lot of drummers have come to me, or people who are wanting to play have come to me asking, well, I want to play like this guy, I want to play like that guy. And that's totally fine. It's actually pretty cool to have someone that you admire and want to play like. And I often ask this question. Okay, so you want to play like this guy? What are you doing to learn how to play like this person? They let me know. 9 times out of 10, it's a drummer who's playing, in the church scene, gospel music, CCM music, whatever. And they'll show me a video of what this person's doing. And don't get me wrong, this person is just absolutely killing it. But when I ask the person that's wanting to learn this what kind of music they play at their own church, it's nothing like that. So then my follow-up question is, okay, it's cool to want to learn this stuff, but then where are you going to use it? And I definitely believe in studying to show oneself approved. That's totally fine. And you can learn all the patterns that this person's learned. You can put in the practice time. And then sometimes you feel like you still aren't where you want to be or where you need to be, even after you've learned everything that you need to learn from watching this person play. So I want you to consider, is it possible that this person's playing with a certain type of stick? With drumsticks, these drumsticks are going to come in different sizes, different lengths, different tapers. The biggest thing is going to be the taper, and that's what a lot of drummers don't realize. And what I mean by the taper is the length in between the top all the way down. So this drumstick that you're seeing right now, this drumstick is a medium taper. I normally will only play a medium taper stick or a short taper stick. The reason why I'm doing that is because that is building up my endurance. That's building up my cleanness around the drums. When one is using, let's say, a long taper, what a long taper will do for you is you are going to be able to get more bounce out of the stick with less, not necessarily less technique, but you won't have to try as hard to get the bounce and the rebound from the stick with a long taper stick. Versus a short or a medium taper stick, you're having to put more work in. But again, at the end of the day, it's made your playing even cleaner than it was before. So generally speaking, when I'm playing on the acoustic kit, I am playing with a 5A hickory stick. So also, if you say, you know what, I like 5A, cool, like 5A. But I can't do all the stuff that I need to do with 5A, but I like the feel of 5A. There's nothing that's saying that you have to stick with 5A hickory. Maple is going to have the same circumference as the hickory stick, but it's a much lighter stick, and you'll be able to get around the drum set a lot quicker with a maple stick. Also, you're not getting as much shock sent back into your arm with a maple stick. So just a good piece of information. When I'm playing my electric set, I normally use a heavier stick to begin with, because with the electric set, you could get used to the fact that the electric sets have so much rebound with them, like a lot of rebound. So what I'm currently using for my electric set, I'm using the Meinl Luke Holland. So it's a pretty beefy stick. So where I would normally just be flying around the drum kit, with a 5A or something like that, that causes me to really put in the work for every hit that I'm doing. All right, so let's tune that flat. So it's almost there. Let's say you decide you want to play some jazz. Cool. Definitely some of the jazz stuff that's out there. Very, very, very technical. I do a lot of technical stuff myself. But there we go. Most people that are playing jazz are not using 5As, 5Bs, big deep sticks. For the most part, they're probably going to be using a 7A drumstick because jazz calls for a lot lighter play. And just like with the 5A sticks, the jazz is going to come in a hickory and a maple option. More than likely, the person is probably going to choose the maple option. Again, that stick's a lot lighter. You'll still get the same circumference that you're looking for before, but you don't have the weight of the hickory to really slow you down. Some jazz players could practice with hickory sticks, but when it's time for performance, switch back over to maple. And I'm not saying that you would feel like a superhero, but you would definitely be able to tell the difference, and it'd be an easier time of making it around the kit. I'm sure you guys have probably seen. Also, I've started a Buy Me a Coffee. Actually, I started it a while ago. I just never followed through with it. But now I've put a lesson on there going forward. There's 2 series I've got start going right now. One series is you're starting to learn the drums. So this teaches you drums from the absolute beginner level on up, so you'll have a new lesson each week that'll build upon what you learned the week before. So it's not like we jump from one thing to something totally different that makes no sense. Everything that you're learning has something to do with what you've already learned. We also do a jazz drum situation, a jazz drum lesson plan. So far I got about two lessons uploaded for the jazz. Actually one, I take that back, one's going to be uploaded this week, and then one a week after that. So that's definitely coming along. But yeah, my the basic memberships I have for that are $5, and $5 gets you access to every lesson that I post on there, and that's $5 per month. You can also be a supporter. You can support one time, and a supporter will get access to lessons as well. The next level is the $10 level, and that's $10 a month. They get everything that the supporter and base level get, but they also get the notation of what I'm doing. So that notation was going to help you out a good ways, because not every time am I going to tell you what exactly it is I'm playing and which, like right or left or right or right, left. You'll have to just catch that on your own as we move forward. But having the notation, you'll be able to go back and see what it was I was doing and follow along with the notation. So I'm actually giving one membership away. I posted something saying I'm going to be giving that away. So the person that has won that membership, the person's name is Adrian Fernandez. So if I can have Adrian send me whatever his email address is, I'll send him the link to Buy Me a Coffee, to where he can sign on and he'll be able to get access to all those lessons that I talked about there. He'll be able to get those for 3 months without having to cover it. So almost done tuning these.